best role model is to lead by example, but not to go out to do it. Well, by that I mean you don't go out to try to be a role model. You do it by virtue of your example and your action. So there's a saying from the 70s that's relevant here. It says that be the example and be the example. I mean, do what is right and be the example of what is right. And so I think that's the best way to go about being a quote-unquote role model. But I think being a teacher is more important because, as you probably know, and you can relate from your experience, most of your teachers are probably women. And so really having black males or African males inside the classroom, and even the school system itself, whether a school psychologist or counselor, I think is very, very important because it gives a balance to students in terms of that male perspective of energy complemented by that female perspective of energy. In fact, I think it's a requisite, it's necessary. I'm very passionate about what I do and I'm very hungry about that passion. So I'm not content with producing one book or producing one thing or graduating. For me, the students are a priority, and it's not cliche for me. I think those students that know me or have known me since last semester, they know that I'll put the time and energy in to work with them, whether it be writing, reading, thinking, or other personal things that are happening in their lives that I can be a help with. So, for me, I would like to be remembered in that way. The person that was actually committed to students' development. That's my foremost and actually my foremost priority while I'm here. It should be a requirement for all students in some shape or form, because I think it's a general concern that for people of African descent here, particularly students now, that they're part of a global people, but their consciousness and their perspective is very local. And I think that actually limits them or delimits them by not having that awareness, and particularly in terms of language. English, even though English is spoken widely, it is soon to be surpassed by French and other languages. And so I think being multilingual is an asset that all students should have at least 2 languages. For example, in West Africa alone, and even the Afrikaners generally speaking, most children and students know at least 3 or 4, if not more, languages. And what that does, it allows you to move and navigate different worlds, so to speak. I'll be in 2 places. I'll either be here on the East Coast of the United States, or I'll be out of the country. Probably in West Africa, or maybe Brazil or the Caribbean, if I'm out of the country. And I'm most likely to be teaching and or doing research, and working more so on a consultancy group that I have. It's called the Africana Studies Institute. And it's basically a consultancy group that deals with research and culture within the African world. So we conduct research, we provide educational programs, consultancy programs to individuals, students like yourselves, faculty, community organization, and like-minded institutions, I guess, around the globe. We focus on culture and research within the African world. So that's our niche, so to speak.